Welcome to The Apprentice at Home. Ding ding! Round 10. Here we catch the candidates falling into the house after an arduous day on set.
I found I obviously was in more control over this one than I was over the viral, so I found this an awful lot easier. The viral was great fun, but I was more on the kind of locations and that side of things rather than the creative side. So it was great to be on the part of the creative. Though I've got an all newfound respect for people in production. I don't know how they do it day in and day out. I'd intended on me and Michelle being together and Jamie directing. But the focus group, Jamie was going to go to the focus group and I wanted to go to the focus group and see what they said about her ad. So I went on the split with Jamie then instead. So Michelle, she was just a star. She was magic now, to be honest. I'd have been lost without her.
Oh, you didn't bring it in anyway?
Just me and Jamie really going log our heads at it a couple of times. He got a bit antsy with production and they pulled me aside and asked me to rein him in a bit as well. So that wasn't pleasant, but it really, in fairness to him as well, we only had like 3.5 hours to shoot, you know, the 30-second ad, which was really tight, and I suppose he was just focused on trying to get to the end of it. I was the youngest.
Panos is in a reflective mood as he unwinds at the end of the day in his favourite wetsuit.
Well, Bill appointed me yet again. It was lovely. Lovely of him.
I am completely wrecked.
Lots of things depend on the project manager and his managerial abilities, because it's just 3 people, lots of tasks that you have to complete in 2 days. And there are 3 strong people with different personalities, different agendas in this competition, and the PM is there to mediate the whole thing.
The boys are as giddy as kids on Christmas Day at the prospect of receiving some free clobber.
It's madness, all Henry Germain.
Yeah, I reckon you could keep them, because they're the ones you buy.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to keep them. I'd love Niall to say, lads, just work away with them.
I'd love it, that'd be fucking deadly.
Look at that.
They are beautiful. Your size, look at mine, mine are size 12 and they're like canal barges. Like you're talking about yours, which are only like size 6 or something.
I'm not talking about the size, I'm talking about the shape.
Go ahead, Panos. Knock yourself out.
Where I think crucial mistakes that I made, as I said, not ringing the sound guy and the film guy, but all.
Kira is feeling the pressure after messing up the schedule, but is clear in who she needs to line up as fall guy come boardroom time.
Well, from the minute we wrapped up at 3:30, I should have made sure that the shots that we got of the machine, that we could have actually used the benefits in it. A lot of time was wasted by taking a huff because you weren't getting your own way. And, you know, I'll say it very professionally and, you know, but it was seen. I don't even really need to, I'd probably even say it. I'd say it was definitely seen.
There's no doubt that in Kira's head they've lost the task. But fortunately for her, she has a scapegoat. She also has the most experience facing Bill and the firing line. The unkind members of the house have compared Niamh to a character from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory due to her diminutive stature and tendency to overdo it with the fake tan.
Niamh, have you any fake tan?
No, you'll notice I've got progressively paler over the last couple of days because I ran out of my tan.
Did you leave your fake tan?
And I was on the phone to my mother the other day and asked her some fake tan.
Wasn't your dad that said, "Oh my God, you better not be too pasty"?
Yes, it was.
You better, and your dad express mail that to you?
He actually did. My 69-year-old Irish pig farmer of a father.
Is that not the truth, McDonald's?
I swear in my life, I was like, you haven't run out of fake tan, have you? And here it arrives, express post, a day and a half later. Look at us. My father made sure I got my fake tan.
That's the get it?
No.
It'll be wasted there, so just do it there. Oh wow, you got that in now.
You seriously putting fake tan in him?
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
It's nice, isn't it?
We're just trying it out. I like it.
Wait, I'll do your hand now.
Oh no, don't do my hands.
Yeah, but it'll wash off.
It
washes off, it's like makeup.
You are lucky that you're right.
No, look.
I'm looking at
Now compare.
Yeah, that's
Now
good on
look.
TV.
Look at the lovely glow.
Fake tans.
What does that look like in your face?
You're gonna do it, get
Fine, do you want me to put some on your face?
Not now, but
You're the other person.
Bye.
yeah,
You're in my team.
yes.
I don't want a strange orange looking man.
I won't be. Did you
18.
make
And
ours?
we already have one on
We
the
already
team.
have
No,
one.
we've already got the Oompa
That's natural, bitches.
It's natural orange.
We have one attraction on our team already, the Oompa Loompa. We don't want a second one.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Tango.
called you an
Sorry,
Oompa
who?
Loompa.
This is a team present here.
You're
Who?
the Oompa Loompa.
Who's the Oompa Loompa?
She is.
Why am I the Oompa Loompa?
Palace said that.
Why am I the Oompa Loompa?
Palace said Palace made that decision.
The Oompa Loompa.
I'd be angry.
That's
if
You're
I
getting
was
we
a-
should
smaller
open
by
up
the
our
day.
ads. We should open up our ad as that.
Yes, do you know the song they sing? What are you at? Getting terribly fat. How appropriate. That's what you get
I'm
when you
sorry.
guzzle down sweet.
Who wasn't fitting on a dress
Eat.
yesterday? Was it? I don't remember.
You still fit into your clothes, you're just gonna hang out over the top.
We can have you skipping along. We can get those stockings. Have you skipping along in front of the Premier League, and I was singing that song as an opening scene. Remember that?
I have another
Classic.
message for you.
Yeah, you're definitely doing the presentation.
Suicide mission.
Excuse me, as long as he doesn't do the freaking presentation, Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan.
So it's not just me.
One of Will's more endearing qualities is his endless capacity for verbal gaffes.
What were your other clangers today, Will?
I did got a few nachos today.
I'll get the view about the Premier tomorrow.
Will actually does get to present to nachos this time.
Yeah.
Nachos with cheese.
Nachos.
He will be presenting
Head
nachos.
nachos.
Yeah, head nachos.
Sorry, the head nacho at the front there.
You know,
Yeah, you head nacho.
I
You
think
look
we
like
did
it.
well in the presentation today because you know all them head nachos were there.
You know what I mean?
Whoa! Hey, nachos!
Should have fucking episode 2, and he laced into me like nothing about my work. It was just like, you need to stop all this. Like, he actually said that to me. And apart from when I was actually sitting like this on the boardroom table, like I was like, he's like, Will, take your hand down from your face. And I had to say it twice.
Yeah.
To me. Ah,
And then, you can see after the choice, all you can see was
And saying that if I do have to go home tomorrow, I'll be sitting out in that fake reception area, bawling my eyes out because I don't want to go home. But, you know, I mean, there can only be one winner. I really, really hope that it's me. But as the numbers get down, people get, you know, the people are stronger and stronger. If I get brought into the boardroom tomorrow, I'm against Michelle and Jamie, and they are both really strong candidates as well. If there had been maybe other people in there, I would have felt a little bit more kind of, but I think it's going to be fairly on par tomorrow. I was PM, there were mistakes made. And, you know, I do believe that mistakes are made, the PM is the boss. And it, fault lies on their shoulders.
So Ciara has reconciled herself to being the next candidate to say so long. Maybe she's half hoping to go, as her time in the house hasn't been all plain sailing.
You know, and I am happy to be here, and I have worked very hard after my diva moment to make sure that I do stay here. I have to stay. Can you turn it off? Part of me thinks that what I'm doing here is really selfish. I think I'm like a fish out of water in this environment. I'm the oldest one here. I mean, I had my first mortgage when I was 19. I was pregnant when I was 20. And I suppose maybe I look at things maybe too seriously, I suppose, or maybe see a more serious side of everything than some of the others do. So I suppose maybe I don't know. It's just the first time I talked to my kids yesterday. Because I knew if I did, it would just knock me completely. You know, they knew where I was going. They knew that I was going onto a business show, and that I told them that I wouldn't be able to contest. They weren't expecting to hear from me. Because I think as long as I didn't kind of talk to them, I would have been able to keep myself more focused and not let it upset me as much. But then missing them so much, and then I end up talking to them, and then fucks you up. So can't win, like. I do miss them so much.
What am I gonna bring in? No, I'll be stupid if I had it already clear in my mind, because you never know what actually has gone wrong until the end of the first session of the boardroom. everybody gets surprised in every single task. Everybody goes to the boardroom thinking, yeah, we've done excellent, we've done amazing, everybody has done great. And then things are uncovered in the first session, what has gone wrong and whose responsibility it is.
No sign of Jamie since coming home? Obviously, he has a lot of packing to do.
Chocolate. This makes me fat and this makes me brown.
Welcome back to The Apprentice at Home, where the winning team sit around the kitchen table shooting the breeze and basking in the glow of a job well done. Except for Barry, who, for maybe the first time in his life, was lost for words during his presentation.
Oh, it is funny. It's not too soon to laugh about it. But it's funny when you say it like this. No, wait, no, I had this joke learnt off.
It's like,
And then he did the whole little, then he did the Mr. Bean of the...
I wanted to live.
No, but he was hiding it as well. We are in front of the crowd, but he was like, there's no podium, nothing. It's like, bare view from everybody. And he was like, and I was like, what is the point? People can say it.
Sophisticated, and then you were making it like you knew it. So you're without the...
You could as well just do this, like, blah, 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 blah. People were like,
It was a fucking train wreck.
cheat
I'm not
on an
kidding you.
exam, like.
Oh, train wreck.
like, to me, because I was like, I just, you were like, no, don't worry, I have it. And I was like, that's appropriate. In front of hundreds of people, it's like, don't you worry, I have it.
And then silence again.
I have this baby, I have
Because
it.
you went, I have it, and then you went, no, I don't have it. Hold on. Here we are.
Oh my god, it was
Imagine
horrible.
the IFTA awards. And the award for the most awkward TV moment of 2010.
As the only survivor of double eviction, our Michelle is shell-shocked.
Back in the house, after shock, firing, still in shock, firing, which was horrendous. First time in the boardroom, not good. From the way people have
But
spoken.
we did not expect a double elimination. We're like, no, it's not going to be a double eviction, double elimination. It's going to be one person.
And they're double next
But
week.
if it is two people, it's going to be Kira and Jamie.
I would never have thought that. Like when he sacked Jamie, I thought I was gone too. Because like I would have. You know how you just kind of go with what everyone says. Like I thought Jamie was the favourite to win it. Like
But I never thought it was going to be two people.
I nearly
Like,
died.
they were saying it here, like, oh, it could be a double. I was like, no, it's going to be one person.
Even Jamie was saying when we went out the second time, because I said to him when we came out after the cameras stopped running, I said I think we're fucked because it sounded like they were really sticking up for Kira. I said I think me and you are gone, or me or you have gone. Like he doesn't seem to be impressed with us. And he was like, yeah, I think you're right. Like, and then he was like, it'll only be one person gone. He said, and he thought it was going to be him. So when Bill fired Kira, Jamie actually did a sigh of relief, like.
Barry's not shedding too many tears at Kira's departure.
I mean, I'm delighted she got this far and I'm pleased for her. But, I mean, there was very good people here that went before her. Like, there was. Like, she's gone now and I'm not going to disrespect her, like, and it's, you know, and that's just me, but I did have issues with her and she did say nasty things about me that weren't true. And I don't know what they're the things I witnessed. I don't know what she said, you know, in other interviews or whatever, but she still has a family and I'm sure they love her and I think she'll do well and she's done well to come this far.
There's little things with Kira, like she was, like in the task before this one, I thought we'd lost, the one I was PMing, and she had come to me and said, you know, if we lose, bring me into the boardroom, which I thought was a bit surprising, and because she said she'd messed up her presentation or whatever, and I had said to her, look, I'm not going to bring anyone in until I know why we've lost, if we've lost, and luckily we didn't. But I know it did seem like she kind of resigned. Even in the boardroom, she didn't put up a massive fight like I thought she would. It was a bit like she'd almost resigned herself to the fact that maybe she was going.
Jamie probably came in and people probably thought he was... I thought Jamie was strong as well. I still think he is a very strong guy and he's a lovely, lovely fella. And if anybody says any different about him,